Now it is the 94th Academy Awards tonight, and joining us now to fill us in on all the juicy goss are Paul Ryder and Izzie Showbizzy.
Now, there's Irish interest in the form of Belfast, which is nominated for 7 awards, and of course Jessie Buckley, who's nominated for Best Supporting Actress for her role in The Lost Daughter. Let's take a look at what Jessie's co-star Olivia Colman and the movie's director Maggie Gyllenhaal had to say about the Kerry-native.
And then we talked about who would play young Leda, and I said, have you seen Jessie Buckley?
And I was like, she's incredible.
Travel costs, I'm working.
I'm suffocating.
I read it and I just like, oh my God. I think it's beautiful and brilliant and real, really real.
3 seconds to come back. 3, 2, 1.
Amazing. Wow, there you are. I mean, I'm just going to have to say off the bat, Jessie Buckley is one of my favourite actresses. I interviewed her for Wild Rose many moons ago, and I knew she was going to be a star. Did I know she'd be Oscar nominated? No.
Of course you did.
But I am so pleased. I'm very proud of her. This is a huge moment tonight for us.
Absolutely. Like, myself and Simon were talking before we came live. Simon's met her at the Ames Awards, which is like an amateur musical society. The great thing about her and Ariana DeBose, who's in the same category, is they're both not even double threats. They're both triple threats. So she's so talented across the board. And look, bringing it home for Kerry, it would be great and it would be fantastic. Do we think she's going to win? Maybe not. We'll talk about that.
Okay, well, let's start, Izzie, if we could, with what's new this year in terms of the Oscars. Like, so, who's hosting? And there's also a new fan award.
Yeah, there's actually lots of new bits with the Oscars this year, which is quite nice. So they haven't had a host since 2018. And what's quite nice is we have 3 women hosting this year, which has never been done before.
Right.
So we have Amy Schumer, we have Wanda Sykes, we have Regina Hall. And what I think is quite interesting as well is Amy Schumer has come out in the press and she has said, you know, I'm going to bring it tonight. You know, the celebrities will be roasted. But then I heard Wanda Sykes saying that she's not going to do that. So it's kind of a bit confusing. I hope that she does bring the drama tonight because I want to see it anyway. And I think that's what they need because they do need the viewership to go up a little bit more. It's not been great the last few years, so hopefully the girls will bring it tonight. But also new as well, so we have a fan favourite award, which I think is great. It's making the Oscars a little bit more mainstream. And the favourite to win that is Spider-Man, which I think is brilliant. Imagine if Spider-Man won an Oscar. Like, I have a soft spot for Tom Holland as well. I think he's absolutely amazing. So I think you were able to vote for the fan favourite like 20 times a day. So I don't know how that's going to work. That's a little bit controversial, you know what I mean?
Oh, looking at that red carpet, it just gives me chills. I'll be staying up all through the night, Paul.
I think anything's better than last year. Maybe last year it was in Union Street, Union Theatre or something like that. It was all a sit-down event. It was quite boring.
So it's back in the Dolby.
Back in the Dolby this year. And I think what Izzie's saying is kind of correct there. They're trying to inject a bit of life into it.
Well, it's a show again this year,
exactly.
Isn't it? So who's performing?
Well, look, I think it's 5 of the 6 of the top songs are going to perform. You've got Beyonce should perform Be Alive from King Richard, which is amazing. Billie Eilish and her brother and co-writer Phineas will perform No Time to Die from the James Bond film. Sebastian Yatra will perform Dos Obrigatas, the nominated song from Encanto, which is by Lin-Manuel Miranda. And I think Van Morrison is the one that's not performing.
I don't think Van Morrison is performing. But Beyonce, I mean, I hope she does the red carpet. Like, please now, because sometimes she shies away from those kind of bits. So we will see her performing. And Billie Eilish, is Billie Eilish going to do grunge Billie Eilish? Is she going to do Marilyn Monroe Billie Eilish?
Well, it'll be all revealed tonight. I mean, the one thing about the Oscars, aside from obviously the stars, which we'll get to now in a minute, is the goodie bags. I mean, I've walked that red carpet. There's bleachers on either side. The fans are just screaming. You know, it's just entertainment at the highest level, of course. But the goodie bags for not only...
in the bag?
You know,
they're so bizarre. So, like, there's a plot of land in the goodie bag. So you get a plot of land. You're not told where it is or how big it is. So you have everything from a plot of land to a Tangle teaser. You get a year's supply of foundation, skincare. What else is in there?
There's peanuts. I think you can become the Lord and Lady of Glencoe. You can get a trip to Scotland. There's also a holistic session with Coyote Joseph, which usually costs $700, and you're going to get a session like that.
And there's peanuts.
And there's peanuts. Just in case you need a peanuts. There's perfume, which only costs $35. It's like the bag you get when you're leaving a fashion show in the middle of Killarney, maybe.
It doesn't sound great.
I'm okay. I'm going to be superficial. I want the watch. I want the car.
I want the foundation and the skincare. That sounds great to me.
I don't want a bag of peanuts and a plot of land.
Let us ring the Academy Awards and get us on that.
Listen, let's dig into then who we think is going to win. So we'll start, Izzie, with you if we can, with film. Paul as well, jump in there. Who's going to win best film?
Best film. It's kind of between Coda and
Power of the
Dog and Lost Daughter in there as well. But I do think Power of the Dog. Yeah, I think film.
Do you?
I do.
Power of the Dog has the 10 nominations, and 9 times out of 10 when you watch these shows, they do kind of go the board with whoever is kind of sweeping said board. And outside of Belfast, Power of the Dog is kind of top dog there for to take it away.
Well, Benedict Cumberbatch just got his star on the Walk of Fame in Los Angeles, so that could be quite telling.
Yeah, and I think what's great to say is, don't forget, Netflix and streaming services were never even allowed into the Oscars up until a couple of years ago. So to see film of the year or picture of the year to be possibly a Netflix streaming service film.
And let's not forget that Spielberg himself said only a couple of years ago that films that went out on streaming services shouldn't qualify for the Oscars.
And now a lot of them are.
That's right.
You know, so how the world has changed. So we reckon Power of the Dog.
Yeah, I think Power of the Dog.
Best actor, that's always the most coveted. And Will Smith, I saw King Richard twice, actually. I thought the performance was stellar. But actually, people now, even on the radio, and I've been hearing it, that people are saying it could be Andrew Garfield for Tick, Tick, Boom.
No, I think it's going to be Will Smith, and I'd love for him to get it as well, because he's never gotten an Oscar before, and you know he's written his speech already. Like, you know what he's like now.
That's going to be a performance.
Oh, that's what I want to see the performance.
That would make the Oscars entertaining.
Do you feel I feel like it's very Meryl Streep-esque? She fought and fought and fought and fought and eventually got the accolade that she kind of wanted. And I feel like this for Will Smith it needs to happen. His performance in King Richard, we're not just saying it because it's Will Smith.
Well, there you go. The performance deserves
the performance alone in King
brilliant.
Richard, and what he's done as an acting career over the last kind of couple of years and changed and adapted. He's just phenomenal. He's just phenomenal.
Well, then let's move to actress then. And tipped to win is Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy, which I'd never even heard of.
There's been a tinge of controversy here because Lady Gaga was overlooked with House of Gucci. Jennifer Hudson was overlooked for Respect. So it's amazing in that. It's supposed to be now, they're thinking going to Jessica Chastain for The Eyes of Tammy. But I think with the actress saying, that's the one that will always twist in the tail. We think Jessica Chastain and all of a sudden somebody will come...
Or Nicole Kidman.
Jessica Chastain apparently texted all of the girls that are in the category as well, which was quite nice. And Olivia Colman is nominated in that category as well for The Lost Daughter. And apparently she's great crack. Like, she's supposed to be the one that you want to go on the night out with.
Oh, so, that's whose table you want to be sitting at, is Olivia.
Exactly.
So
I wonder, is there a chance for her to win as well? Because again, The Lost Daughter is a big movie from this year. I do think it probably will go to Jessica Chastain, but I would like to see Olivia Colman do it as well.
Okay.
Best supporting actor. What are you thinking, Simon?
Well, they're saying Kodi Smit-McPhee for The Power of the Dog. Again, he's tipped up against Troy Costa for Coda.
Yeah.
What are we thinking there?
Troy won.
I've seen both, and I kind of love Kodi Smit-McPhee for Power of the Dog, just because it's such a powerful performance, and it really kind of hits home. And he won the Globes as well. Now again, I think this is going to be a tale of two. The fact that they're bringing up the two names, you just kind of don't know who it's going to go to. And in order with the Academy, in order to kind of make it a bit of a mad event, could go sideways. You just
I'd love to see Ciarán Hinds do it. He's in that category as well.
Wouldn't that be lovely?
So he's nominated for Belfast there, and I mean, there's 7 chances for Belfast to get an Oscar, so it would be nice to see him bring it home for sure.
It's interesting going back to what you guys said earlier on, that there doesn't seem to be one film dominating the winners in terms of the acting categories, which then might give us a surprise then when it comes to best film, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because if you're going for Power of the Dog for actor or
I know
King
what you
Richard,
mean. Normally you kind of have a clear runner.
You might have a spread of them,
sweep the board, but there's a couple of films that have swept the board of this and kind of have different categories. So
best supporting actress.
Now.
Do we have an overall just favourite?
Well, Jessie Buckley. I mean, Jessie Buckley would be the great one to win it there. But also Andrea DeBose for West Side Story. We do think she is probably going to win that, and she is the favourite for that category as well.
Is she?
Yes.
Okay.
And I suppose recently as well, I hope she does tip it to win, especially for the West Side Story kind of family and stuff. Have
you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
With the recent kind of
what a movie.
The madness that was with Rachel Zegler, who wasn't invited. Then she was invited.
We were talking about this before we came in. This is utterly ridiculous.
This
so the girl who played Maria in the movie
this is dreadful.
Wasn't invited to the Oscars.
Yeah.
Why not? What happened there? Who dropped the ball?
Who does? I mean, I don't even know what what's the criteria for getting, being able to go to the Oscars.
Well,
it's
you'd
crazy.
imagine if your movie is nominated for best film, there's normally 22 producers on the stage.
Yeah.
So why would the leading lady not be there?
She did recently tweet, though, and say, thank you so much for the team at Snow White and for the team at Disney for making this happen, for allowing this to happen.
I think she's presenting now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's presenting, but she's also off filming the real life Snow White at the moment. So maybe it was a scheduling thing and they just didn't think she was going to make it or something like that, and it's been blown up into a big proportion.
No, just the fact that it's in the press.
It's also strange that she's not nominated, because I thought she was incredible in the first time out.
I wonder if we see more people doing that now, you know, people who like wanted to go to the Oscars, who were like in a film for like 5 minutes and they're like, hey, wasn't invited. You know, oh, it's such a pity. And then you're invited to the Oscars. Can we do that for next year?
Listen, we'd be joining you there.
Let's talk in what's interesting is who didn't get nominated, because we mentioned Rachel for West Side Story. Lady Gaga.
House of Gucci. I thought she was absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and be like, oh yeah, I'm a monster. But I did think that in that performance, I thought she was absolutely brilliant. Accent was a bit temptress at times.
She's got an Oscar already, though. And she is going to be there. She's presenting tonight as well, and she'll probably walk the red carpet. So we will get Lady Gaga there tonight.
She'll sashay down there as if that meant nothing to her.
Exactly.
The snub didn't mean anything.
What about Katrina Balfe?
I thought that was quite strange as well, that she wasn't nominated, and Jamie Dornan as well. 2 massive Irish people missing out on nominations this year, which is not so good. But look, I do think with Belfast being nominated for 7, hopefully we'll come away with at least 1 tonight.
And even for Power of the Dog, the director, Villeneuve, he, what is it, like 7 nominations, and he didn't get Best Director, so I think that was a bit of a sting in the tail as well.
Is Benedict Cumberbatch, is he nominated?
He is.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he is nominated.
He's up against Will Smith.
Yes.
Yes, so again, in terms of the overall movie, I wonder would they go a certain way, but all will be revealed tonight.
I mean, I think it's an exciting time for Irish film. Nothing's been as exciting as this since nearly Jim Sheridan in 1994 with My Left Foot. We've so much. We can win tonight, I think, something.
Well, we've 7 nominations.
Exactly.
Fingers crossed. Enjoy the long night ahead.